It's an absolute pleasure to be here. In fact, it's an absolute miracle that I'm here because in April 2012, I was diagnosed with inoperable mouth cancer, stage 4, and given just 6 months to live. I couldn't believe it. What's happening? Before the cancer, I was a filmmaker. I was a world traveller. And my name is Psycho Syd. Now, why do you think I'm called Psycho? I'm not an utter. I'm not Ed the Ball. I'm a nice, lovely, compassionate bloke. I'm a vegan. I love animals. Non-confrontational. So I'll tell you why I'm called Psycho. Because I was brought up on a council estate, and I was the only hippie. I was the only hippie. And I used to have long hair and go peace man, tie-dye T-shirts, bell-bottom jeans, Jesus sandals, Far Out, Pink Floyd, The Doors. And there I am. And so everyone else, they were skinheads and suede heads. And I was just, we'd go out and we said, to watch Manchester City. I loved them. And I was walking with all these boot boys and everything. And they were saying, there's some Newcastle fans, let us get them. I said, no way, man, I love everybody, peace. And I went travelling round the world. I soon opened my eyes to realise I wasn't going to drown in a Duller's dishwasher factory or office. No way, man, life's too magical for that. So I went to jungles, remote islands, teaching English, and everything was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Occasionally I come back to England, cold, rainy. Thank God, I'd rather be on a remote island, seeing flying fish and dolphins, so off I went to go. By January 2012, there's a couple of my children. One, I had a beard before beards were popular, and I was vegan before veganism became trendy as well, so there. And so I was called Psychedelic Syd. I eventually was called Psycho Syd because I became a DJ in the early 80s, playing the Sisters of Mercy, Joy Division, The Cult, and everyone said, you can't be psychedelic anymore. So I've been called Psycho and called that ever since. January 2012, I've had a brilliant job working as a filmmaker, loads of money. Only from a council estate, I've been to jumble sales and charity shops most of my life. And suddenly, I'm making loads of money. I bought an house cash. I bought a nice SUV. I'm travelling 6 months holiday with pay. I thought, yes. And more than that, I've married the girl of my dreams. Now, when I fall in love, I fall. And I really fell wearing my heart on my psychedelic sleeve. And I always get my heart broken. But this one, we've been together for 8 years. And I'm thinking, yes. Then, in the blink of an eye, I'm in Blackpool. And it's raining. And I've got 6 months to live. And I'm in agony. I'm burnt, I'm blistered. And that's my birthday cake. I'd lost half my weight in like 2 months. And I said, well, what can you do? We'll try some chemo. So they took me to the chemotherapy lounge. I sat with my chemical brothers and sisters, and they said, all right, you know. And I held my hand out, and I said, hey, boy, hey, girl, let's go. And they banged the stuff in me. And the next minute, well, it's a bit boring. I picked up a magazine, Lancashire Life, and I looked at a massive mansion. I said, wow, if I win the lottery, I might get one of them. I thought, hang on, I've got 6 months to live. My next place of abode's a wooden box. Blinking heck. And I went home, and then, you see, the next thing, I went to see my mum. My mum had dementia, and the first time I went to see her, she didn't even recognise me. And then look, and I'm like, what? And I said, excuse me to my brother. I went and sobbed my heart out behind a tree. The next time, she did recognise me. Syd. And it was like, wow, but dementia's a terrible thing. And carried on. And then my mum died. So I've had this terrible treatment. I've been burnt, poisoned. And my mum died. I thought, my goodness, they say bad news comes in threes, does it? And it did. Because my wife turned round and said, don't love you anymore. I'm leaving you. I went, what? I've only got a few months to live. No, I'm going. And she went. And I was like, I was dying a double death, terminal cancer and heartbreak. I tell you what, the heartbreak hurt more. You've all been there, haven't you? So there I was like a scat. And even worse, I was left on my own with 2 kids, 14 and 4. There's my little boy there. And there's me, you know, trying to do... So I'm cooking. I've never cooked and cleaned before. Linda McCartney sausage rolls in the oven, beans on toast. And I'm doing the best I can with me and getting them ready for school. Eugene's 14, little Joe was 4, and I do the best I can. And I'm so lonely, and I've been overseas, and it's cold, and I don't know what to do, but I decide I'm fighting. My kids need me. I cut out all processed food. I'm not going to tell you about... but I just refuse to eat anything out of a tin, out of a packet. A list of ingredients, all I had were organic fruit and veg. Went to the herbalist, got some strange brews of herbal tonics for my immune system, my kidneys, and I just fought on meditation, trying to find out the truth. And I kept fighting. And one day in the morning, I wake up, and I look at my phone, and I'm lonely, I don't know anyone, and I've got a message. I love you too. Love me too? I've not sent a message to anyone. I'm not, you know, who's going to love me? I look like the Elephant Man's ugly brother. What's going on here, man? And then I look, and I've sent her a message, I love you. And then, to my horror, every female contact has got a message from me, I love you. I'm not on the magic mushrooms anymore. I only did them once when I was 16. You know, all these messages are to doctors, teachers, health inspectors, secretaries. I went downstairs and decided to get a cup of spearmint tea to sort out what was going on. To have me tea. And I see Joe. Ah, Joe? Have you been messing with Daddy's phone? He went, sorry, Dad. I said, what are you doing, man? I said, I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to explain to all the doctors and oncologists that I love you. I said, why have you done this to me? He said, I want you to have a girlfriend, Dad. And that really hit home because I said, why do you want me to have a girlfriend? He said, so I can have a mum. And then I realised that it wasn't just me suffering from a broken heart. My little boy was suffering. His mum had gone. He'd not seen her in over a year. He hasn't seen her since. Actually, he's 10 now. So that made me think. And so I spent more time trying to be mum and dad. You know, and I did the best I could. I cubs, and I took him out and he joined cubs and swimming lessons. So one day, I was feeling in a loneliness of housework, and I thought, hang on, I could join a dating site. Now, I never joined a dating site, so I get on some dating site, knock about 6 years off my age, as you do, and which was bloody ridiculous, because the cancer had aged me by about 30 years. I'm looking like the creature from the crypt. Anyway, I take a photograph, so at least they know what they're getting, and... I put vegan man, world traveller, charming, likes rainbows, waterfalls, kind, compassionate. Thought, right, I'll have my choice in the morning. In the morning, I went on. No one. I thought, my God, I've been travelling the world as a cheeky Caucasian, multilingual, and I'm fighting off the femme fatales. Now I'm back in England, nobody wants me. But anyway, after a few weeks, this woman contacts me from Preston. And she starts, so I start flirting, and she says, one day, she said, you make me feel like a teenager. I've fallen in love with you, Syd. I said, you've fallen in love with me? Have you missed your Specsavers appointment? Or what, love? And she said, I've got to meet you. And she was from Europe. So I said, I'm not too sure. I don't feel worthy. She said, no, I said, where in Europe are you from? She said, I'm not going to tell you. So she said, I'm from... So she arranged to meet her at Lytham Windmill. Oh, maybe she's Dutch. Says yes in that. I don't know. So I wasn't very confident. I had a hoodie. I had some shades on. You could only see about this part of my face. I thought, at least that'll give me a bit of a chance. And so I got there. I got some flowers from Marks and Sparks. And, you know, I could see this woman, blonde hair. I thought, oh, maybe she's Swedish. You know, and there was none of me Manchester swagger there. I went, you know, walking up with a cheeky condom and a Victory V in my pocket. You know, I mean, I didn't feel I was just waiting to get blown out, to be honest. Anyway, I woke up as if I'm going to face my doom. And I walked up to her and she said, Syd? I went, yeah. She said, take your sunglasses off. So I took them off and she kissed me. I gone, someone's kissing me? She's kissing me, and I'm going, bloody hell, she's French. And I'm stuck against the wall there, getting snogged. And we're walking along the beach, and every 30 seconds she's giving me a kiss, and I thought, yeah, see, look, beauty isn't only skin deep, she likes me. And she kept saying, you're amazing, you're sparkling, I think you're fantastic. And I'm like, wow. I said, you're German, aren't you? She went, yeah. And she said, and then we get to the end, she said, you're amazing, Syd, but us Germans are very to the point. And the point is, I can't accept the way the bottom of your face has changed, so it's not on. And I'm like, what? And I joke it away, well, don't worry, I can always get a facelift, I suppose. And we sat in a storm shelter, and spoke and held hands, and I was very polite to her, being rejected because I was so ugly. I didn't resort to saying something like 2 world wars and 1 World Cup or something like that. I just said, thanks a lot, love. And I was happy that I crawled out from under my stone. And I realised I wasn't ready for a woman. I just needed to heal myself. So what did I do? I got myself a rescue staffy called Alfie. And I tell him my problems every night, my loneliness. And I tell him about my broken heart and my fears of dying. And I'd lick all the salty tears out of my eyes. And I thought, he's my best mate. And he is still my best mate. So, November 17, I went to see the oncologist again, the old endoscopy, to see if the big C was rearing its ugly head. And the doctor said, you don't have to come back anymore. I said, why? He said, you're all clear, the cancer's gone. He said, how have you done that? He said, how the devil have you done that with it? I said, I don't know, I just went vegan and just avoided everything. He said, well, amazing, don't come back. And I drove the car back, and obviously I was in tears. Couldn't believe it. And then, 3 kids there, and that's Eugene, the elder one. He's doing graphics at uni. There's my little boy, Joe, and there's a strange old fella in the middle. And I'm there, I'm free. Now, an important thing I did do, I'm watching the time there, is I forgave my ex. I remembered a story about 2 prisoners of war, and they met after a long time, and the first prisoner said, have you forgiven your captives? And the second one said, never, I'm going to hate them for as long as I live. And the first prisoner said, well, you're still in prison then, aren't you? And I thought, hang on, yeah, she had her own story. She was hurting to lose her son, and she wanted to go. So immediately, I opened my prison door and forgave her. And as I set her free, I set myself free. And I felt, yeah, that's it. And so I made the impossible possible. I was told it was inoperable. No chance, you're going to be dead. And I'm still alive. I'm not kissing, because I'm not pulled another yet, but you never know. And I decided to write a book. Now, I've never written a book. I only just scraped 2 GCSE levels, The Death and Life of Psycho Syd. And it came out 3 weeks ago, and 1,000 copies have gone. Puerto Rico, America, I've got a film company wanting to teach, and I've never written anything. So I can't believe it. And why I wrote a book was to escape benefits, because at first I was on disability, and so it's out, and it's kicking off all over the world. And so, that's it, again. The impossible is always possible. And I'm watching the timer, so for you, you're going to reach really bad stages in your life. Fight, never give in. And yes, some things you can't change, as the other young lady said, but the things you can change, and fight on, because this life's all we got. It's fleeting. Love, compassion, forgiveness, those are the important things. Thank you, beautiful people. Bye-bye.